When you run against him, you know he's just got that X factor where he can just pull something out the bag.
We always call him the champ because he's the multiple South African trail running champ.
I think he won 3 years in a row.
He's just got crazy amount of speed.
Thabang's been instrumental in inspiring the South African trail community and also bringing the sport to a bigger audience.
He's inspiring a lot of people, especially in the township. Yeah, even all over the country. Yeah.
He'll grow just like it was born to be. Come, 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 come. Whoa, 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 whoa.
So what do you know about Thabang that no one else knows?
Lots of things, you know.
Thabang. Thabang, when he came here, he was a small little boy.
Something in the world.
He had an ambition to fulfill certain things in life.
I guess I had that burning desire in me when I was a little boy. Fortunately, by then my grandmom bought me some cheap tekkies. It was like a leather tekkies and a hard sole. Then that's when I started running after school. I went for a run. I went up until I do my first race.
He used to run at all times. In the morning, in the afternoon. He even ran to work, to and fro.
He ran too much and trained too much.
If something didn't work out well, especially when I was still young, I would just go out run. When I was angry, I would run just to take out the anger, and whenever I'm sad, I would go and run and cry along the way. It helped me so much. I think my life would be messed up by now, especially with the life in the community and the friends we used to have. But you know, running is something that is you and running. If you don't train, you're screwed. It's all in you. So that also taught me so much to kind of look after myself, make sure that all is fine for myself.
I think one of the earliest stories that intrigued me that I heard is that there's this guy that cycles to races. A longer distance that any of us would cycle in a training day just to get to the event. I mean, we can talk about preparing for an event and day-to-day challenges, but those barriers of entry just to get to an event, even if you manage to prepare for an event, just to get to the event is a massive challenge. He would literally be that guy that we start at the start line and we go and he's still not there. And you initially think like, who's not in time for an event? Not thinking that he's still on his bike, you know? That's Thabang. So he would still rush, jump off his bike, get his shoes on, run. He would be the guy coming from the back and still win the race.
Africa is tough, guys. Poverty was something that drives me crazy. You know, I always wanted to be out of poverty.
Dikira para pakai. Kita biar ya apa for. Ene kudu bui mano semenat. Mata tak aka. Nek contoh kele patale school fees. Kele rekele dijo. Kele rekele diapa. Ene ke saber ke berka domestic work.
Growing up from my community is more like a survival of the fittest. You are forced to work at a very young age. It's a challenge because after my matric, I also got a sports bursary. I decided to reject the offer because I had to look for a job so that I can look for my family, look for my siblings, and also look after myself. I got $10 a week, and you know, that $10 was like huge. That was huge to me. It helped me to survive. My worst fear is to my son to experience what I experienced in life. So always try my level best to work hard as much as possible, just to change the system. Poverty is something that must ignite the desire of being a better person in life. So I would say I'm blessed. I used my poverty as something that really changed me. You know, I remember when I went for first SHMs, they said it's gonna be 2,000 meters above sea level, and I was like, yeah, I've never climbed that high. Then I had to make a plan. I would do anything and everything just to be at the starting point of the race.
As like a team manager here in South Africa, you get a good understanding of what all the athletes go through and like their preparation towards something, the amounts of stress they have, like their work training balance, work life, family training balance. And Thabang's kind of like, he kind of throws a scale like out the window. His ability to be able to go from the townships in Pretoria into the streets of Chamonix, which is I suppose like the epicenter of trail running in the world. You know, and he does it well. He just belongs. He just slides in. He's comfortable in all situations, and I think it's because, you know, all you see when you see him is like a amazing, happy, stoked human. He lives a very different life to a lot of the other guys who we run against, you know.
Thabang would wake up and think, I have to go for a run, but I first have to do this for this family member and this for that family member because they don't have food and they don't have basic needs. Still fit in the run and still cycle to whatever race or to whatever work he has to do that day.
He's got very different problems and has managed to still be able to run so well for so many years, and it's an incredible thing.
You know, I'm a breadwinner at home, and through running I could support my family, and it also gave me a lot of opportunities. I've seen the ocean for the first time when I was like old. I think I was 30 or 29. That's when I saw the ocean for the first time because of running. Well, I always say trail running is my book of life because I've learned so much out of it. especially in the community of running, because everyone there is happy. It's only one thing that brought us there, is to run. You learn to be you become yourself.
I was very proud.
He's a very good example of how athletes should behave on and off the racing track.
Yeah, it times they are so happy. So yes, what community? It times about the Baba Bagia. If Baba Taba, they are so happy.
It's so funny, some of them I don't even know them, but they would say, Tarara! I'm like, how's it?
Inspiring a lot, many people, even myself. I'm also the best because it's the best. Yeah.
There's a motto says, one life, live it. If you find that you're good at something, grab it with both hands. I'm lucky. I got the opportunity, I got a chance, I grabbed it with both hands, and this is my life, and I'm living it with passion.